What's up, guys, and welcome to Juraikken Does It Anyway, where the views don't matter. That's right, the views are just like the teams on Pokemon Go. They don't matter. They have no value whatsoever. No perks, no nothing. It's just... Anyway, I'm playing Tyranny, a game by Obsidian. It's an RPG game, isometric style. Kind of like Baldur's Gate, Diablo, Icewind Dale, things like that, and I love those kind of games. Those games are so fun to me. So we're going to start a new game here. So let's go on a journey together. Story mode, difficulty, let's see. It's basically like easy, medium, like easy, normal, hard, and very difficult. We're just gonna go with normal for now.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerad, spymaster and archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus.
I love that.
With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tunon, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
Ooh, that's how it is in every game, isn't it? Alright. Okay, so here we are at the character creation. There's, if you look at the top, there's quite a few steps to this before we even start the game. I'm gonna go through them really quickly. I don't want to spend too much time here. Okay, next. It's a nice art style. It's pretty cool. Doop 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 boop 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 doo. I like that one. Let's wait. What's with this here? No. There you go. Let's give him a beard. Just like that. Yes.
That wasn't so hard.
Alright, sure. I love these portraits. They're just... This is what made Baldur's Gate such a great game. And if you remember playing any of those games, those isometric RPGs back in the day, those are classic. And that's where, like, Minsk and Boo, that's just... These pictures are what told the story of these characters, and they stuck with you, and you felt for them as you were playing with them, or as them, things like that. So I'll pick this guy. Next. So you get to pick your history. How did you join Kairos' army? Each one of these things has like a nice little backstory. But it also depends, whatever you pick, you're gonna be affiliated to that. So War Mage is gonna have magic, obviously. Pit Fighter is gonna be like a barbarian. Soldier is gonna be like sword and shield, and you're gonna have some kind of honor, this and that. Pick Soldier. and then I'm going to do dual wielding, and you could pick like a perk, an ability that you start with. I'm going to do... forgot which one it was. Yes, bleeding for 30 seconds. Yes, I want that. Okay, ooh, now I look pretty cool. You can even customize what he's wearing too, the color at least. Secondary expertise, I'm going to do short bow, and I'm going to do bleeding for 20 seconds, yes. So that's that. Now we're at the banner section. I'm going to pick a banner. Boop, boop. Crap, what was it that I picked last time? That's good. And then you get to character colors. Yeah, something like that. Gotta match my banner. Alright, that's good. Alright, next. Enter name. Sorry if I'm going through this fast, but I want to be able to get actually into the game. Okay, now we get to pick our attributes. They mark off things that are specific to what you have chosen that you should pay attention to, because vitality, wits, and resolve are mostly, well, vitality is for your health, so that's important. Make sure that's good. Your wits, magic defense, spell strength, magic defense again, so you might not really find that as important as you would finesse, quickness, and things like that. Alright, next. So again with the skills now, weapon skills and then support skills, so bows and dual wield because of what you chose earlier, and you have 20 points available. So obviously I'm going to go with dual wield more. A couple of there. And then here we go. So subterfuge. I like subterfuge a lot more. There. Boom. So you're good. Next. So here we go. Now we're going to go into the conquest. So I'm only going to show you the first part of it and then explain it a little bit, and then I will stop the footage and then start back up when we actually get into the game. So the conquest section, let's get it started and then I'll get into it.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the Tears, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. Two armies,
I can't even...
the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior.
Okay.
In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tearsmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tears sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
Okay, so now this section of... We're not even in the beginning of the game yet, so we're just... this is pre-start of the game. So the conquest... I can go through all this, but during the conquest you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the Tears, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of the Tears respond to you. Your decisions matter. Choose wisely. So this part of the game we will go through conquering certain lands, certain towns and cities and capitals, and by depending on what you do, how to conquer it, the world by which you will travel once the game starts will vary depending on that. So I'm going to go through the first one. Year 1 of Kairos' conquest. Here's the first location. Nice. So the Bastard City. The Bastard City stood on the northern border between Kairos' empire and Tears, built upon a natural harbor at the crossroads between realms. The city was a nexus of commerce, To the Tiers, it was the center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was a bit more than a backwater trading post. Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. So you're part of Kairos' military, right? So he's going to go and conquer these cities and these places, and so you play an integral part of that. Made a natural first target in Kairos. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kairos' armies. Taking this city would send a message to the rest of the Tiers. Kairos' will is insurmountable. So here we go. Now, these two tokens that appear on the map, you have two paths of action. So infiltrate the Tiers. Both armies are sent their forces to prepare the way. So you got the disfavored, like you saw in the beginning, and the Scarlet Chorus. So you get to now choose to infiltrate the Tiers with one or the other force. So history would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advance units of both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? So let's cancel that for a moment. Now let's pick the other one. You could also do the Gates of Judgment. The armies of Kairos took the battle to the Gates of Judgment, trumpeting the opening call of the conquest of the Tiers. The two armies brought their distinctive sense of order and chaos to the assault. You went to battle alongside the army whose approach best suited your strengths. So you can choose to enter one way or the other. You either infiltrate the Tiers, or you go to the Gates of Judgment and just start attacking. Even among that choice, you have another choice to pick. Either you go with the Disavowed, standing shield to shield with Kairos' ironclad elite, you advanced on the mercenary army purchased by the nobles of the Bastard City. The Legion wanted to send the message to the Tiers that superior breeding and disciplined training would win the way. Or you go with the Scarlet Chorus. You rushed with the chaotic mass of the Scarlet Chorus, flanked the Bastard City's army, and drove them to flee. So it's either subterfuge or guns blazing, right? So you get to choose that option. So there's choices available, and just for the heck of it, I'm just going to pick something. Okay, so infiltrating the Tiers. This is a border garrison, right? So how are you going to approach that? So I'm going to go this route. A sequence happens. The Oathbound scouts identified a modest border defense and collaborated on an organized attack, blah, 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 blah. Boom. Now those choices are off the table. Now you got two more choices here. Containing the fire. Now there's fire mages here. We gotta, either you're gonna keep them in line, or you get an inside agent inside the city so that you can basically convert them from within. Doing this, making these choices, when you go into the real world to play the game, you're going to be encountered by people who will recognize you, and they will see you, and they'll be like, you did this in the past, so I'm going to treat you in such and such way. So if you are going to go in there and you're going to try to attack every single person you see, and you're just going to basically strong arm everybody and make them all submit by the sword, they're going to fear you and they're going to see you like that. But if you go in there and try to appeal to their better nature and be diplomatic about it, they'll see that in you later on in the game. So you enlisted a bitter captain of the guards, selling military secrets. No, I don't want to do that. You came to an arrangement with a well-connected smuggler who knew how to sneak agents of the Scarlet Chorus behind the city walls. The Scarlet Chorus were better operatives than soldiers, and this work required a subtle touch. So I'm bringing people inside now, secretly, and pretending to be people so that they can influence others in a certain way. So that's cool. Or you can just go get information. See, that's one way or another. You tricked, you lured, and none of those seem good to me. So let's go with this. Scenario, I don't know. After accepting his servant, blah, 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 next. So now that's it. The Bastard City situation is coming to a close. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the Bastard City ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city defenses for the arrival of Kairos' forces. But you wanted a decisive gesture that would give your allies a meaningful advantage. How did you assist in the fall of the Bastard City? So now, this is, if you've ever played Dungeons & Dragons, like paper and pencil with a dungeon master on a board, it's kind of like that. So they ask you, what do you want to do, and here are your choices, and if you do the choice, and then the dungeon master will narrate what's going to happen. So this is basically what's happening in the beginning of the game. So now you have three choices here. You challenge the commander of the Bastard City's defenses in an honorable fight to the death. The disavowed wished to spare soldier lives for the battles ahead and civilian lives for occupation. I like that answer. That just makes the most sense to me, because why would I do needless bloodshed, you know? And you get an ability. A warrior's respite. Or respite, sorry. Or you can do spreading the word of Kairos. You can do religiously convert people by manipulation. You converted the poor and disaffected into a hidden army of the Scarlet Chorus. Once the dust settled, the army wished to bolster their troops with these sleeper cells. I don't really think the poor and disaffected will be good at being military. Or you keep to the shadows. You eliminated the leaders of the Bastard City one by one. That's just subterfuge, and then you gain this perk, Concealing Shadows, and the other one was Searing Palm, Mage Fire. So I like the first one the best, so there you go. Now, the results of that decision. The city marshal was an old but experienced fighter, and his value to the guard was an accepted truth. After making guarantees for your protection, you met him in the square of the market district and fought in the view of tense onlookers. The battle drew on longer than you thought possible. Good fortune struck when an ornamental chain hanging from the marshal's armor snagged the quillon of his sword, granting you the opportunity to end his life swiftly. Kairos' forces celebrated your return to camp and the dissolution of army morale. All agreed that the Bastard City was poised to crumble. And that's the end of that section. That's the end of the city. So, and if you notice, there was a bar on top of that divided into three sections. That was the three events that narrated what just happened. Oops. So that was the three events that narrated what happened. So now you're going to go on to the next section. So I'm going to actually pause the recording here and then resume when we are able, when we're completely done. Because if you look at the top right, we just did the first conquest. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So I'm not going to go through all that in this video. Hey guys, okay, so we have finally reached the end here. Now let's see what happens.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's
Me?
Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons. As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you.
Uh-oh.
You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Finally. Now. Ooh. Here we go. Now, we've actually begun. Okay.
Can't do that.
Oh, I love this. This is great. Okay, let's see here. Now, here's a menu. We got Juraikken. Oh, this is very similar to Baldur's Gate and of the such. So here's my moves. Nice. I like that. Dodge. Oh, okay, this is skills. Talents. Ooh. Okay. Weapon sets. Quick items. Stealth. Party members. Oh yes, I love that. Camping supplies. Interesting. Okay. And how can I move the map? Can I do WASD? Yes, I can.
Got it.
Okay, so there's just dead people there right now. Alright, let's talk to you. Kairos, the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior clamps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Cool. Oh, that's new. They actually change their positions when you move to a different conversation section. The commander wouldn't say why the governor of Lithian's crossing would be coming, but since we have no forges here, I imagine you're here to knock some sense into the voices of Nerat. She catches herself clearing her throat with a smile. I mean, mediate with the Archons, so that we might agree on a plan to wipe out these Oathbreakers. Alright, so I get to make choices now. This is cool. But on a personal note, it is good to see another Harbinger. By Kairos as well, most of our old invasion force still lives, but most of us have been scattered across the tiers, reassigned as needs change. I miss those days when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory still to be won. But I know the Archons are expecting you. Don't let me wax nostalgically about the old days. Glare silently. I am in a hurry to deliver a message to the Archons. I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers will complete their task or die. So, you're making choices. I don't know how much of a dramatic change it'll make. Can't even pick the last one because I don't have 20 lore. It won't even show me what I would have said. How sucky. I don't know if I could trust this person to even say that, because number 3 is just like my exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'll just say that one. Well, you've traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons will want to hear from you. At her voice fell silent, her attention stepping eastward with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners. 3rd time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send members through the mountains. Oh, and look. They're pointing. To gather help from the outside of the valley, she points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived, but they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. Ah, okay, end conversation. Finally, get the fight. Let's see how this goes. No, man, I can't see this. New quest, welcome to Ruin. Help the... okay. For the glory of Kairos. Oh, sweet. So, spacebar is pause and unpause. Oh, wow. Even these little things are the same. Okay. So I unpause there. Yes. Wait, what the? Oh, okay. I was like, what are you? Come on,
Right.
attack him.
Right.
Don't stop attacking him. Oh, it's counting down. No, don't go there. There you go. So he has... How many bars left? Oh shoot, I'm about to die too. No, I'm not. I'm good. There he goes. That's one down. Let's check further. Oh yes, take all. Next. Thank you. The avalanche has us blocked. I think you could go through the rubble.
Sorry, can't.
Oh, here we go. Boulder. Squeeze through. Oh, squeeze through the gap. Or move the boulder. Oh, I have my athletics. I could do it. Ha ha ha. Kabam! Someone just randomly died. Brute strength will also work.
Heads up, we have company.
Yeah, you do.
On it.
Okay, we need to start using some moves here.
Will do.
Ooh, that was good. So, if the battle seems kind of slow, you clearly haven't played this kind of a game before. And it's actually pretty darn awesome. So that's a good person there, because the green under them kind of makes that obvious. Still don't know how much health they have. Oh wow, it even's like it's at near death, so it's not even like, wow, this is awesome. This is very old school. Alright, pick up their stuff. I'll talk to you. Don't bother with me, go down to the pass. Justice. The soldier clutches his gut and winces. You can see a hint of entrails between his fingers. Ew, you're wounded, and it's not trivial. I don't have time for this. How rude. He laughs. This, but a scratch. I've seen... but a scratch. I've seen twice as worse 10 times over. He doubles over in pain. Keep holding your guts, then. Farewell. I said I'm fine. Alright, fine, whatever. I don't want my help. Alright, so... I'm gonna leave this video here because it's been long enough. But, this was very fun. So if you like it, press the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you don't like it, please comment below and I'll see what I can do about changing my future videos so that you can like it. Or just hate on it and just, you know, can't do anything. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time, and I'll make sure to follow up with this one too. Please comment if you want me to play any different type of games. I'll see what I can do. I'm doing this for you guys. So enjoy, and see y'all later. Oh gosh, can't you attack me faster? Give me my loot. Going in circles is fun. Yeah.
Hello, people.
He's not in there right now. I'm just filming sound. Thank you.
I'm his wife.
I'm cutting this out. You know that, right?
No.